Oh, listen up now, because we're diving right into this thing called the magical timing. In everyday life, when it comes to the synchronicity of love. You know what I'm talking about, that kind of perfect alignment that sneaks up on you when you're not even looking for it. Picture this, you're just going about your day. Maybe pushing a cart down the aisle at the grocery store, grabbing some milk or whatever, and bam, you bump into somebody who catches your eye, starts a conversation that feels way too easy. And before you know it, you're wondering if the stars just high-fived each other. Ain't that the truth? Or how about that barbecue at your friend's place, the one you almost skipped because you were tired from work, thinking, now I'll stay home and binge, watch something. But you drag yourself there anyway, and who shows up? The person who turns the whole evening upside down in the best way, making you laugh till your sides hurt and thinking, man, if I hadn't come, I would have missed this. See, that's the beauty of it, folks. Synchronicity don't announce itself with fireworks or a big old sign. It whispers in those ordinary moments, turning M into something extraordinary. You could be waiting in line at the coffee shop, scrolling on your phone, and the person behind you strikes up a chat about the same weird flavor you're ordering. Next thing, y'all exchanging numbers, and it's like the universe said, hold my coffee. I got plans for you too. Or maybe it's a random walk in the park with your dog, and you cross paths with someone who's got that spark, timid at first, but then it clicks, and you're like, was this always supposed to happen? You know what I'm saying? It's those little twists of fate that make you realize love ain't hiding in some fancy app or scripted date. It's out there in the real world, waiting to hit when you're least expecting it. And let me tell you, it don't matter if your day's been a mess, traffic jam, spilled coffee, boss on your case, because that's when synchronicity loves to show up like it's got a sense of humor. You're grumbling, under your breath, feeling like nothing's going right, and then poof! You run into that smile that flips the script, making a bad day feel like the setup for something amazing. Or think about those times you're traveling solo, maybe on a bus or train, staring out the window lost in thought, and the seat next to you gets taken by somebody who shares your vibe so perfectly it's eerie. Conversation flows like you've known them forever, and by the time you part ways, you're thinking, what are the odds? This regular old commute just turned into destiny. That's the magic, y'all, how love weaves itself into the fabric of your everyday routine, taking what seems like a plain Jane moment and painting it with possibility. Now, real talk, you got to keep your antenna up for these things. Don't be so buried in your routine that you miss the signals. Because synchronicity thrives on awareness, being present enough to notice that glance across the room at a party, or the shared laugh over a silly meme in a group chat that leads to more. It's like the universe is playing connect the dots, and love is the line that suddenly makes sense of it all. You ever had one of those days where everything feels off, but then one encounter shifts it? That's it right there. Turning a forgettable afternoon into the start of something meant to be, leaving you smiling and shaking your head at how perfectly it all lined up. Oh, let me break this down for y'all, because we're talking about that divine alignment over forcing it when it comes to the synchronicity of love. And trust me, this is where so many folks get it twisted. Forget all that swiping left and right on your phone like it's some kind of game show hoping to land a winner. Nah, that ain't how real love rolls up on you. And don't even get me started on chasing after people who ain't ready. Running yourself ragged trying to make something happen that just ain't in the cards yet. Please, that's like trying to force a square peg into a round hole. It might look close, but it ain't fitting right. and you'll end up frustrated every time. True love. It's all about that higher power, that universe linen, everything up in ways you couldn't plan if you tried, whispering real soft in your ear. Hey, slow down, pay attention, 'cause this one's coming your way, and it's gonna be just for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're out there living your life, not even searching, and suddenly the pieces start falling into place without you lifting a finger. Maybe you've been praying or just putting good energy out there, and bam, the right person crosses your path at the exact moment when you're both open and aligned. Ain't no accident. That's divine intervention working overtime, making sure the timing is impeccable. I mean, think about it. How many times have you met somebody too soon and it fizzles out, only to realize later that if it happened now, it'd be fireworks? That's the universe saying, not yet, hold on, I got something better cooking. It's not about hustling to find love. It's about trusting that when you're vibbing, right, doing your thing, the cosmos steps in and drops that perfect puzzle piece right where it belongs, completing the picture you didn't even know was missing a spot. And here's the kicker. Folks, when you stop forcing it, that's when the magic really sparks. You let go of the timelines, the checklists, all that noise about, I need this by 30, or they got to check these boxes. And instead, you just be yourself, be open, and watch how synchronicity takes the wheel. Maybe it's a chance meeting at a work event you weren't excited about, or reconnecting with an old acquaintance through a mutual friend who just happened to mention your name. Suddenly, conversations flow like they've been rehearsed. Laughs come easy. And you're thinking, this feels too right to be random. That's divine alignment doing its thing, nudging you towards someone who fits without the drama, without the push and pull. You ever felt that pull, like an invisible string tying you together? That's it, no more chasing, just recognizing the whisper and letting it guide you. But real talk, it takes faith to lean into that. You got to believe that the universe ain't playing games, it's got your back, orchestrating these moments so love can slide in smooth as silk. Instead of scrolling through profiles or setting up awkward dates, focus on growing you, hit the gym, read that book, chase your passions, and bam, that's when it aligns. The right one shows up, fitting like they were custom made, and you're like, woo, good thing I didn't force nothing earlier. It's that quiet confidence in the process, knowing love ain't something you hunt down, it's something that finds you when the stars say go. So next time you're tempted to push, pause and listen, 'cause that divine whisper, it's telling you to chill, 'cause the perfect fit is on its way, and when it lands, it'll make every waiting moment worth it. Oh, now we're getting into the good stuff, y'all. Those personal stories of cosmic hints that make the synchronicity of love feel like it's straight out of a movie script written by the universe itself. Think about it. You're rushing through the airport, heart pounding, 'cause you're late for that flight, muttering to yourself about how the day's already a disaster, dodging folks left and right, and finally, you plop down in your seat, out of breath and annoyed. But then, who slides in next to you? Somebody with a smile that cuts through the chaos, striking up a conversation that starts with, rough day, huh? And before you know it, you're sharing laugh stories, maybe even dreams you ain't told nobody else. By the time the plane lands, your whole outlook shifted. Maybe it's the start of a friendship that blooms into something more, or perhaps it's that one chat that inspires you to chase a new path in life. Coincidence? Come on now, don't play yourself. That's the cosmos tapping you on the shoulder, saying, hey, slow down. I got this all figured out for you. Trust the process and see where it leads. You know what I'm talking about. These ain't just random tales. They're the kind of moments that stick with you, making you look back and go, woo, if I hadn't been late, none of this would have happened. Or picture this, you're at a crowded event, feeling a bit out of place, sipping on your drink and wondering why you even showed up when somebody brushes past you, apologizes with a grin, and next thing y'all are deep in talk about that one passion you both share, like music or travel or whatever lights your fire. It's eerie how it lines up, right? Like the universe dropped a breadcrumb trail leading straight to him, using your tardiness or that wrong turn as the perfect setup. I've heard folks share stories like catching a cab in the rain, sharing it with a stranger who ends up being the missing link to a job, a move, or, yeah, even love, turning what felt like bad luck into the best kind of fortune. That's the hint, folks, the cosmic nudge saying, this ain't happening by chance. It's me working behind the scenes. And let me paint another picture for yeah. You're scrolling through your phone late at night, maybe feeling a little lonely, and you get a message from an old friend out of the blue, someone you ain't talked to in years. They mention introducing you to their cousin or colleague, and boom, when you meet, it's like puzzle pieces snapping together. Conversations flow effortless, vibes match up, and you're thinking, how did this even come about? Well, that's the universe playing chess while you're playing checkers, using those personal connections to drop hints that love's lurking just around the corner. Or how about losing your way in a new city, asking for directions from a passerby, and that simple ask turns into coffee, then dinner, then realizing this person's got that spark you've been waiting on. Ain't no way it's accidental. It's the cosmos whispering. See, I timed this just right. Now go with it. Real talk, these stories pile up once you start paying attention. Folks meeting at weddings they almost skipped, or bonding over a shared hobby at a class they signed up for on a whim. It's like life's throwing you these cosmic winks, using everyday hiccups to steer you towards something bigger. You ever replay one of those moments in your head, smiling at how it all unfolded? That's the power of it, turning ordinary into orchestrated magic, reminding you that when the hints come, grab 'cause the universe ain't dropping for nothing. Keep sharing your own tales, 'cause each one's proof that love's got its own timetable. And when it hints, it's time to listen up. Oh, let's get real deep into this one, y'all, 'cause being open and letting go is the secret sauce to letting that synchronicity of love do its thing. And too many folks out there missing it 'cause they got barriers up like they're guarding a fortress. You can't force this kind of magic if your walls are sky high, blocking every good vibe trying to come your way now. You gotta drop tear down brick by brick and just surrender to the flow of life like a leaf riding a gentle stream. Think about it. How many times have you been so guarded, arms crossed, heart locked up tighter than a drum, that you straight up miss the signs? The universe is trying to hand you love on a silver platter, but if you're too busy protecting yourself from past hurts or overthinking every little thing, it bounces right off. Real talk, letting go ain't about being reckless. It's about trusting that what's meant for you won't pass you by, and opening up creates space for that perfect timing to slip right in. You know what I'm saying? Start by breathing easy, shaking off that need to control every outcome. Stop planning dates like military operations or analyzing texts like they're code to crack. Instead, just exist in the moment. And watch how love starts sneaking up in those quiet, unassuming spots you never saw coming. Like that random coffee run on a lazy afternoon, where you're just grabbing your usual brew, mind wandering, and boom, somebody in line strikes up a chat that feels effortless, leading to more than just small talk. Or how about that surprise call from an old friend popping up out of nowhere while you're chilling at home? And they mention introducing you to someone who's got that spark you didn't even know you needed. These ain't scripted. They're the universe capitalizing on your openness, using those low, key moments to weave in connections that feel divine. And let me tell you, when you let go of the reins, life starts surprising you in the best ways. Maybe you're out for a walk to clear your head. No agenda, just soaking in the day. And you bump into a familiar face from way back, rekindling something that evolves into real love. Or sitting at a cafe, laptop open, but not really working, and the person at the next table asks to borrow a charger, turn into hours of conversation that clicks like you've known them forever. That's the power of dropping your defenses. Folks, synchronicity thrives when you're flowing free, not forcing the current. You ever felt that shift where one small act of openness leads to a chain of events that changes everything? It's like unlocking a door you didn't know was there, inventing in the quiet whispers of fate. So ease up, release the grip, and let life surprise you. 'Cause when you're open, love don't have to knock, it just walks right in. Oh, let me tell y'all about that electric feel of alignment. When the synchronicity of love finally clicks into place, it's like a lightning bolt straight to the heart, pure magic that makes your whole body buzz and your spirit light up like the 4th of July. You know that moment when everything just snaps together and suddenly the world feels smaller, brighter, more connected. It's not some subtle hint. Nah, it's bold. It's undeniable, leaving you grinning from ear to ear and wondering how life got this good all of a sudden. Picture this: you're driving down the road, minding your own, maybe even feeling a little down, and boom, your absolute favorite song, the one that reminds you of deep feelings or old dreams, comes blaring on the radio right as you're thinking about this special somebody. Ain't that wild? Or you're missing him something fierce, and out of nowhere, your phone lights up with a text from them saying the exact thing on your mind. Coincidence? Please, that's the universe flexing, showing off how perfectly orchestrated this whole thing is. And it don't stop there, folks. It's in the little things piling up, stacking like evidence in a courtroom, proving this love was always meant to be. Like running into him at that favorite spot y'all both love, but never even mention to each other. Maybe that cozy little bookstore downtown, or the hole in the wall eatery with the best wings in town. You turn the corner, and there they are, looking up with that same surprised smile. And you're both like, what are you doing here? But deep down, it's that alignment hitting full force, making the air crackle with electricity. Or how about those weirdly perfect syncs, like both wearing the same color without planning it? Or quoting the same movie line at the exact same time, laughing till you can't breathe. Woo, that's the feeling, goosebumps resin, heart racing. Every sense on high alert, 'cause it ain't random chaos no more. It's beautifully arranged, like a symphony where every note hits just right. Real talk. When that electric rush washes over you, it's addictive in the best way, making ordinary days feel extraordinary, turning simple glances into sparks that could light up a city. You start noticing more, seeing their name pop up everywhere, or dreaming about them the night before a big meeting that brings y'all closer. It's the kind of energy that pulls you in, makes you believe in something bigger. 'Cause how else do you explain every little thing lining up so flawlessly? You ever been in a room full of people and felt that pull? Like a magnet drawn, you straight to him across the crowd. That's it, the alignment going electric, turning what could have been nothing into everything. And once you feel it, you chase that high, knowing deep in your soul this ain't accidental. It's the universe saying, See what I did there? This one's real. Oh, now don't get me wrong, y'all, cause handling the curveballs is where the synchronicity of love really shows its true colors. And it ain't always that picture perfect, smooth sailing folks dream about on social media. No, sir. Sometimes the universe throws you one of them wild pitches, right when life's already got you dodging storms left and right, like meeting the one during your absolute rock bottom. Maybe you're fresh out of a bad breakup, dealing with job loss, family drama piling up, or just feeling like the weight of the world is sitting on your chest. And bam, there they are, smiling through the rain, offering a hand or a kind word that feels like sunlight breaking through clouds. You thinking, Lord, why now? I ain't even got my act together. But that's the test right there, the cosmic challenge to see if you're built for the real thing. If you're ready to grab hold and ride them turbulent waves side by side instead of jumping ship at the first big swell. You know what I'm talking about. It's like the universe knows exactly when to drop that person in your lap, not when everything's rosy and easy, but when you're raw, vulnerable, and could use a partner who sees the mess and sticks anyway. Picture this, you're going through a season where nothing seems to go right, bills stacking, health scares, maybe even questioning your faith. And then synchronicity steps in with somebody who gets it, who's maybe weathered their own hurricanes and comes alongside you saying, we got this together. Ain't that profound? Or how about meeting him right after a big move to a new city? Feeling lost and alone, no familiar faces. And this connection sparks up out of nowhere, anchoring you when you need it most. It's tough. Yeah, emotions running high, doubts creeping in like, can this even work with all this chaos? But that's the beauty of those curveballs. They weed out the fair, weather folks, and reveal the ones ready to build something that lasts, turning trials into the foundation of a bond stronger than steel. And let me tell y'all, surviving them twists is what separates fleeting flings from that sticking kind of love that weathers decades. You gotta lean in during the rough patches, communicate through the noise, hold on when the waves crash hard. Because if you can navigate that storm hand in hand laughing, even when it's pouring, then you've got something unbreakable. I've seen it time and again, folks who meet during grief or hardship, thinking the Timmons all wrong, only to look back years later and say, that storm brought us closer than calm ever could. It's the universe testing your grit, your commitment, making sure you're both in it for the long haul, riding every high and low together. So when that curveball comes flying, and trust me, it will, don't duck, step up to the plate, because passing that test. That's how synchronicity forges love that don't just sparkle, it endures. Oh, y'all, let's wrap this up strong by talking about embracing them. What are the odds? Moments. Because that's where the synchronicity of love really demands you step up and pay attention instead of brushing it off like it's nothing. You know those times when life hands you a coincidence so wild it makes you stop dead in your tracks, like seeing the same person 3 times in 1 week across different parts of town, or hearing their name mentioned by a stranger right when you're daydreaming about them. That's not just luck playing tricks. That's the universe straight up winking at you, dropping breadcrumbs saying, hey, wake up. This is your sign. Love's knocking. And it's right on schedule. But here's where folks mess up. They shrug it off, thinking, nah, that's too crazy to mean anything, and keep walking, missing the whole blessing. Now you gotta lean in, embrace that wild twist with both arms wide open, because ignoring it is like turning down a gift, wrap package from fate itself. Think about it. Next time one of those jaw-dropping moments hits, like both reaching for the same item on a shelf and your hands touch, sparking that instant connection. Or getting seated next to M on a packed train when every other seat was taken. Don't overthink it or talk yourself out of it. Lean in, strike up that conversation, flash that smile, follow that pull, because that's the universe testing if you're paying attention, if you're ready to create this love story it's been plotting all along. You ever had a day where everything points to one person, their favorite flower blooming, out of season, or a billboard with a message that echoes what they said last time y'all talked? That's it calling you to action, whispering, go on now. Make your move. Keep your eyes wide open for the patterns, your heart unlocked and ready to receive. Because when you embrace these moments, instead of doubting, you unlock doors you didn't even know were there. And real talk, embracing, takes a little courage. Stepping out of your comfort zone to say hello to the stranger who feels familiar, or texting back when something inside says, this could be it. But oh, the payoff, it's massive. Turning those, what are the odds, flukes into the foundation of a love that feels eternal, perfectly timed by something bigger than us. So train yourself to spot M, celebrate chase down, because every time you lean into one, you're telling the universe, I'm ready, drop the next hint. Keep that awareness sharp, that spirit expectant, and watch how love keeps showing up, right on time, in ways that'll have you shaking your head and smiling forever. You feel me?